Happy Monday, guys. What's up? It is a Labor Day edition of the Daily Juice Podcast with me, Matt Perrault, at Sports Talk Matt, to follow me on Twitter and, well, all socials. This podcast being brought to you by our friends at omahasteaks.com. Labor Day today. Take advantage of the Labor Day savings by going to their website, omahasteaks.com. Juice in the search bar activates 50% off savings and 8 free Omaha Steak burgers and 8 free Jumbo Franks. All right, another 2-in-1 night. Just kind of what we've been doing this week, right? So we end up over 3.5 units for the week. That's a good week. Another winning week. We are up over 5 units now in college football. That's another good week. So LSU loses, FSU wins. Now let's see what LSU does the rest of the way. They can win. They can lose one more game. They can lose to Bama, but they got to run the table. If they lose 3 games, they go 9-3, and then we lose that bet at over 9.5. So a little dicey on that one, but we got FSU to come in at +2. The under came in for Rutgers. We lost on the San Jose State game. Something to keep in mind. Power schools, when they're playing a team that played a game or more than the game that they have played, it hasn't really mattered all that much. UMass played, got killed. Colorado, no, not Colorado. Who else got played and got killed? Hawaii played and got killed. So, San Jose State played, they got killed. Our eyes deceived us. Unfortunately, I was on 2 of those 3 dogs, and I went against Hawaii. So, went 1-2 in those situations, but it is what it is. Okay, so, couple things. I've got a college football bet for tonight. I have got a NFL future, my last one of the year, before the year starts on Thursday. And I've got a baseball play. 3 bets for us here today, only 2 that will be cashed as of tonight for us, 1 in baseball, 1 in college football. Before we do that, remember to join the Daily Juice NFL Picks Contest, bettingpros.com/pick. $50 to get in, up to $4,500 in first place for our first place prize. We have about 172 entries at the time of taping. We're going for 500, so we're counting down to the 10th. So it's now the 4th. So we're getting down to the crunch time here, but we'll have to reassess and figure out exactly how much the prize pool will be worth once we get to the 10th of September. But if you want to join it, $50 gets you in. First place prize is all the way down to 25th place prize to be given away on this. It is bettingpros.com/pick to get in. To enter with Splash Sports, you got to get a Splash Sports account. Don't enter $50 in, deposit $50 in, put it into the contest, and away we go. Now, also, it's the start of football. It's the week of the NFL. Let's talk about the new BettingPros app. This is a perfect time to do a lot of self-reflection. It's a perfect time to be talking about new things and new ways of tracking this football season. The new BettingPros app is available right now in the iOS store, in the Apple store. Makeover of this to create a better overall experience. There are new features on the application, including a community section. Connect with top-rated bettors on hot streaks, and betting experts, a following feed, which is going to feed bets from everybody you follow and get instant notifications when new bets are placed. Bet tracking, enjoy improved live tracking on your bets across your sports books to help you monitor your performance, and a prop bet hit rate, which sorts out the prop bet cheat sheet by over percentage, under percentage for the last 15 games to be on the right side of the recent trends. To take advantage of these features and more, download the Betting Pros app by visiting bettingpros.com/apps or by searching Betting Pros in the App Store. Okay, one final thing. Like the lid, this is the new Betting Pros trucker hat. It arrived yesterday. I've got the Betting Pros coffee mug, which is currently dirty because I had coffee in it this morning. So it's not down here where I'm taping, but maybe I'll show you that tomorrow. Beautiful t-shirt. I'll wear the t-shirt tomorrow. And then I got another very cool Flex Fit hat as well. So we'll start wearing some of this stuff. If you would like to wear Daily Juice gear, it's available right now in the Betting Pros store. bettingpros.com/store. Go up to the menu, click on Daily Juice, and you will see all the cool things, all the different t-shirt colors and different hat colors and stuff that you can grab onto right now if you want to sport Daily Juice gear. Maybe I've made you a couple of bucks. A good way of saying thank you for the hot start in college football is to buy yourself a nice little lid, buy yourself a t-shirt, a hoodie even. It's too hot for the hoodie. I'll buy that later. But very cool stuff for the Daily Juice in our store. BettingPros.com/store. Sorry, shop. Does he store? BettingPros.com/shop. Sorry, not right. Shop. Excuse me. BettingPros.com/shop. It's late. My brain's not working. I apologize. All right, let's get to the picks before I say something wrong again. Good week last week. Let's start a new week here. By the way, in case people are like, let's end the week strong on a Monday. Monday's the first day of the week, guys. Even on a holiday. Monday's the first day of the week. Clemson and Duke. Let's talk about Cabe Klubnik. Have you seen something happening over the past couple of days in college football? The Pac-12 went 13-0. Power teams destroyed the teams that weren't as good. I don't care how many players Duke is bringing back. I don't care if Duke's got a decent quarterback. I've got a top 10 defense in Clemson. I've got the best running back in college football in Will Shipley. I have a Heisman Trophy candidate in Cabe Klubnik. I don't care if they're on the road. Line's 13. Bad guys are taking 14. When you get to 14, they take it. 13.5 even, they're taking it. They like the number 13. I think this game's going to be very similar to the game we saw last night with Florida State and LSU. I think the first half could be close. I wouldn't mind a +7 bet on Duke in the first half. Don't mind that play at all. Want to take +7 on Duke? Yeah, it's a good bet. I may do it myself. It's a good play. For the game, though, 4 quarters, fourth quarter, give me Clemson. I don't think it's a handicap that needs a lot of breakdown. I get better players. Clemson's trying to win the national championship. They're trying to get in. They just saw what Florida State did to LSU. It's a pretty nice feather in your cap when it comes to the committee. Man, that, by the way, whoo boy. 2 games, last 2 games in primetime. Penn State did it. Florida State did it. The bleep you touchdown is in vogue right now. Unnecessary, unneeded. I'm scoring because I can. Not because I should. No, because I can. I'm running the score up because I can. Florida State, wow. Now, LSU scored a touchdown themselves right afterwards that put the game over anyway, so it didn't matter. But wow. Running the score up is part of college football right now. Clemson -13. I feel pretty good about this because Clemson, I think, will run the score up if given the chance to do so, given what FSU just did. I think Clemson will put a hurting on Duke. Yes, they are an ACC team themselves, but I'm going to lay the 13 points here. Clemson, -13 with their offense, with their defense. Game might go under just because I don't think Duke scores all that often, but I like Clemson. Lay the 13 on the road. Clemson, -13, taking on Duke. Now, NFL future. Let's talk a little bit about Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers. Juice to the under, -135 to -145, somewhere in that range. Find the -135, obviously. If you get a better juice number than that, that's great. I found 135 here in Vegas. That's the best number I could find, so I took it. Tampa Bay is going to be really bad. In fact, Tampa Bay might be the worst team in the league, not named the Arizona Cardinals. Their win total is 6.5. Baker Mayfield is starting quarterback with Kyle Trask as the backup. Rachaad White is the starting running back, and Mike Evans wants to be traded if he doesn't have a new deal by week 1. I've been waiting to give this out. I've been waiting to put this on the podcast because I wanted to see if Mike Evans was going to get traded. And if there was going to be a trade looming or pending, Mike Evans, I was going to be on the podcast that night saying the Tampa Bay under. Mike Evans is really mad. I don't think Mike Evans gets a new contract from the Bucs. I think Mike Evans could be holding out. Mike Evans could be one of those, oh my gosh, my ankle hurt type of seasons. Not very productive. It's Baker Mayfield. With a defense that's aging, and frankly, an offensive line that I don't think is going to protect him all that much. Yes, Chris Godwin's still on this team, but he's getting up there in age. I mean, Cade Otton's their starting tight end. I don't think they run the ball effectively. I don't think they're going to throw the ball that effectively. And their defense is okay. It's not great. Yes, they still have Vita Vea. Yes, they still have Vontae David. Yes, they still have Devin White. But these are ages. Guys are getting up there in age. These are guys who've been around for a long period of time. So the schedule, let's look at this. 6.5 is the Bucs' schedule. Open up on the road against Minnesota. team that they can lose to easily. Chicago and Philly at home. They probably split those two games. At New Orleans, not good. And their bye week is in week 5. That is bad. They're probably 1-3 when they hit the bye. They have Detroit and Atlanta at home. They can lose both those games. Both those teams are better than Tampa Bay. At Buffalo, I think they'll win at Houston. So there's 2 wins. Tennessee comes calling. I mean, they can lose to the Titans. They play at San Francisco. They can beat Indianapolis, maybe, but Indy's on the road. At home. Indy's going to be thinking that could be a game that we can win. Then they play Carolina at home, Atlanta on the road, Green Bay on the road, Jacksonville at home, New Orleans at home, Carolina on the road. I mean, where are you finding 7 wins in that schedule? I'm not. I'm not finding 7 wins. I'm finding 5. I think their ceiling is 5. And they could win 3. They could be 3, 4, 5, maybe 6, but not 7. I don't see it for this. I think under -135, under 6.5 wins for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think they could be contending for the number 1 pick next season, and they may go for it. If they get off to a bad start, they may say, you know what, we could either get Drake May or we can get Caleb Williams. Tank, straight to the bottom. No need to contend. We need a lot of help, and we need a new quarterback. And there's a couple of really good ones at the top of the next draft. There's all sorts of incentives for Tampa Bay to tank. I think that they will. Under 6.5, -135, 1.35 units down on this. Tampa Bay, under 6.5 wins for the 2023 season. Finally, one more bet for today, and we're talking about the Astros and the Rangers. Game of the day, 1:05 Pacific time, 4:05 Eastern time start. JP France up against Andrew Heaney. JP France has been pretty good on the road. Heaney's been okay at home. Here's the thing, though. These teams have played 10 times so far, and offense has been the name of the game. 13-5, 10-9, 12-11, 9-1, 8-2. A lot of scores. Even when on the low-scoring side of the games, 6-2, 5-3, 5-3, 5-2, 4-3 is the lowest scoring game. 5-2 and 4-3. There have been two of those times. But those are games that could still have gone over 9.5. On the road, the Astros are averaging 5.51 runs per game. 5.51 is in the top 5 for road offenses in Major League Baseball. The Rangers at home are averaging 6.03 runs per game. Number 1 in Major League Baseball. Neither bullpen is all that great. I'm not in love with what Houston's looked like. I got up against teams like the Yankees last night, which is really kind of interesting. They got touched up by the new kid who just came up for the New York Yankees. 6-1 the final there. Before that, they lost 5-4 and 6-2. They got swept by the Yankees. That's not great for their pitching, giving up 6, 5, and 6 runs. Now they go on the road to the Rangers, who are 43 and 26 at home. The Astros are 42 and 27 on the road, but this is a ballpark in which we see a lot of runs being scored. I think we will see a lot of runs being scored in this series coming up here, even though it's 6-4 in favor of the Astros. We got 3 games to get through here. Last time these two teams played each other in Houston, 13-5 the win for the Rangers. The Astros won 4-3 and 10-9. 2 of those 3 games going over 9.5 the last time these teams got together. I'm going over 9.5 runs. Houston and Texas. I know JP France and Andrew Heaney have been okay. The bullpens have not. Over 9.5 for 1.1 units for Houston and Texas. Only 2 bets going today and 1 future. We're taking Clemson -13 on the road at Duke. Over 9.5. The Astros and the Rangers, 2.2 units going today, plus a future on the under 6.5 wins for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at -135 for 1.35 units. Monday, let's get off to a good start here on a Labor Day. Hopefully you guys had a beautiful holiday. Get ready for the fall and the upcoming football season for the NFL, which kicks off on Thursday. My name is Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me on socials at Sports Talk Matt every single morning. The Daily Juice Podcast, always being brought to you by OmahaSteaks.com.